Hey YouTube family, this is Francie with Finding Joy, and I just want to talk about different types of campers. I mentioned in one of my videos, I think, um, I don't know which one, but I put the links of two different campers that I wanted you to tell me which one you preferred. It was a gypsy trailer, and the other one is a cargo camper, and the company is called WEE, W-E-E, Roll, R-O-L-L. And basically what they do is they take a cargo trailer, they insulate it, and they have it set up for electricity, and they make a window for an air conditioner, and then you can have them add other windows. The back door can be a double door or one big door that folds down, which would be really cool to do that and have like a patio area and maybe a screen to cover the doorway. And so, I think about all these different campers, and I think my main thing is I don't want to pick one and like head in that direction, and then I get it, and then you think, man, this is not the one I should have picked, because I'm not going to have money to do the switcheroo. I know a lot of people say, well, once you get out there, you'll make changes and things change and then you'll get a different one. And I'm thinking, no, I don't have money to be getting different ones. This has to be the decision. And so I'm a researcher, and so I research. But the researching brings me joy. I like finding out about the campers. I've been watching YouTube videos today on the A-Liner camper, and I'd looked into that one a long time ago as well. And I like it because it looks like it's easy to pop up. A regular pop-up camper is where you pull the sides out. That's kind of challenging. We had one of those growing up, and I can remember the beds are really heavy and you have to get under them and put the posts to hold the beds, and I don't know that I can do that in my 50s or 60s. So the A-Liner looks easy to set up. There's other small travel trailers that I look at as well, and so I don't know. Do I want one that's already set up, like a casita or something like that, and you just go, when you don't have to set everything up? Would it be easier to tow a pop-up? Do I not want to tow at all? How about a truck camper? So the four that I've been looking at probably consistently is the cargo one. The cargo one is appealing because it's cheaper. For $5,000 or $6,000, I could probably have it. Now I would still have to invest more. I'd have to build it up on the inside. I'd have to have my bed, build countertops or buy counters. You're still putting more money into it. And of course, I need to get a car where I can tow something as well. The gypsy trailer, that is really cool. My questions about that is made of a lot of wood, and so I'm not sure about the wood rotting, getting wet. How many years is it going to last? I really need something that's going to last a long time. So, the cargo trailer I think would last a long time, and I wouldn't have to worry about leaking. It's not as cute as a gypsy trailer, but I have to think about long term as well. The A-Liner, I think the A-Liner would last for a while, just because of the material it's made out of. And then another one I'm looking at is the truck campers. I think those would be good too. I think those are probably the most expensive of the four that I'm talking about, and I would have to have the good pickup truck that would be able to hold that. The other ones, I could get a pickup truck, or I could get a small SUV, or I could get a minivan, or a cargo van either. And I think with the minivan or cargo van, you could even have stuff in there. I could have a craft area. I could have a futon in there to have a bed in case any of my children come camping. Have the extra tent. Have a rooftop tent. I mean, there's a lot of options for other people to camp with me. I printed some stuff about the A-Liner, and the A-Liner started in the 1970s. Ralph Tait, T-A-I-T, Tat, had an idea, and he went to his garage and in Oregon and began tinkering. And several weeks later, he had probably like the prototype for the A-liner. So it's been since the 70s, and basically it's made so one person can set it up. You need two hands and should set up within 30 seconds. So that's appealing to me. And with the A-liner, you can also get one that you can have an extra bed in there. So if somebody else was camping with you and they needed to get out of the elements, they could camp in the camper as well. My thing about the A-liner too is, do I want one that has a bathroom or a toilet? I think I would like one that has room for a toilet. So the A-liner has a family one, which the family one is just, it looks like a bunch of beds. It does have a toilet and it does have several beds, but it's more beds than anything, and I don't think I would like that. The Expedition, it has where you can have a sofa bed, and you can have a bigger kitchen area with more countertops. So you would just have one bed, but you would have the toilet, you'd have storage, you'd have a dining area, you'd have more countertop space, but there's different floor plans. So you could get that, or you could get a floor plan where a double bed is permanent, it doesn't go into a couch. The dinette area converts into another bed for somebody else, but all of them have toilets. So the Expedition is one that may be one that I like, and it's only about 1,850 pounds, so that's not bad. And this is what the Expedition looks like. So that one, to me, I think that's the best. Well, I don't know, that's one that I like. And then the Classic, which is probably the cheapest, the Classic looks like that, nice and cute. And you can get it with a sofa bed. I think I would prefer a sofa bed because I would want to be able to go and sit down and make it into a bed. And then the dinette, and that converts into a bed. So you have two bed areas. Or you can have a permanent bed and the dinette. Or the sofa bed, take the dinette out completely. You have a smaller dinette area and you have a toilet. So that would be, you'd have to decide on not having the extra bed for that. So I don't know. I still think I would like the toilet in there. And then they have other models too. Well, here's a Ranger 12. So it's kind of like the Classic with a couple of pop-ups. I think the pop-ups just give you more headroom. It's not giving you more room in the area. And you can do the sofa bed or two twin beds, and then a dinette that converts, but no toilet in the Ranger at all. That's the Ranger 12, and then they have a Ranger 10. Looks pretty much the same. This one you can have a bunk bed in there, or it's just called a bunk. I don't think it's two beds. I don't know. Who knows? And then they have a Scout. And a Scout Light. This kind of looks like the Classic. Same thing. You can have a sofa bed or this one. They give you layouts that you can have, different layouts that you can have. So there's a couple ideas what you can use it for. So I don't know. I would like to go see some of these. Most of these RVs that I look at, the We Roll, I think might be an hour and a half for me. Gypsy Trailers about a little over 2 hours from me, and the A-liner, the dealer, is about 2 hours from me. So you're looking at a 2-hour drive, which I could make a day of it on a Saturday. Just go for 2 hours and come back. It wouldn't be that bad. Or you could go and spend the night somewhere too and look. So anyway, just thinking about these campers, the 4 different ones I'm looking at: the Cargo We Roll, the Gypsy Trailer, the A-liner pop-up, and the truck camper. Of course, before I do any of this, I need to have a vehicle I can tow with. The vehicle I'm driving now can only tow 1,000 pounds, and that vehicle will eventually become my daughter's, who's in college right now. So hopefully I need to save and get a vehicle first, and then I'll work on the campers. But I'd also like to try and rent one of these if I can, and just kind of experience it that way. Rent, I know I can rent the gypsy trailer. I can't rent a cargo one, but and I'm not sure about renting an A-liner. I'd have to look into that. But I want to rent some and kind of see. And then there's always, do I get another van and can just convert the van? So, I don't know. But I will tell you this. I enjoy thinking about it. I printed this brochure so I can get pictures and kind of make a dream board and try to keep my focus. I want to keep the focus of it. And that's the thing about getting pictures and putting it in front of you. So on a daily basis, you think this is my goal. So you know what you're working for. So I can get motivated to get rid of stuff. I need to still get rid of stuff. I'm going to start working and put things in boxes to go to Goodwill because I have too much stuff. And even in my storage, when it gets cooler, I'm going to go through more stuff and get rid of stuff. And I'll probably get rid of a lot of Christmas decorations. I'm just going to probably keep a tree with ornaments and maybe some stockings. And I don't think my kids would want any of it. They're going to want their own stuff. They're going to want to go and buy. I know my youngest daughter, she always talks about having a house and decorating. She's going to want to go buy her stuff, not use mine. So I think I'm just going to get rid of it. Some things have some memories to it. I don't know, maybe some of the ornaments the kids would want. But that's the thing, you just hang on to this stuff and then it never gets to, the kids. And another issue I have are all the pictures. I don't know what to do with all the pictures. I have boxes and boxes of pictures. And that's getting old. And then I have journals. I think about the stuff that's in the boxes that I have right now. I have my journals. I didn't journal all the time. I always journal here and there. But what do you do with that? Do you keep it? Do you get rid of it? I don't know. At one point, when I was going through my divorce, when I found out about my ex-husband's affair, I went through any of my journals and I ripped out anything I'd written about the bad stuff that had happened between us. Not that I always wrote about it, but sometimes I did, I think, just to help me get through it. And I tore it all out because I didn't want to remember it. I didn't want to see it anymore. And part of me wishes I hadn't, because then I could remember how he treated me. And you can see the narcissism a lot easier if you have it there to look at. But then I think I don't need evidence of it. I know what happened. I know how he treated me. So I don't want my children to read about it. So you have to be careful what you write in journals, because somebody may read it when you're gone, and I don't want them to see that. And all of us have faults, and I'm thankful I don't have a temperament of a narcissist. It's really not necessarily their fault. They are born with a certain temperament, and they have to really work a lot harder than some of us to be nice and to have compassion, because they don't naturally have compassion for people. I couldn't imagine that. I couldn't imagine not feeling for somebody else and having sympathy and compassion. They don't have it. And so now they can get help, and that help can help them develop that. But that's hard. That's hard. So anyway, just be careful when we judge others and think, oh, I can't believe they're like that, or, well, there's reasons why they're like it, and it's not always how they were raised or anything like that. I have 4 children that were raised pretty much the same, but they all have different temperaments, and it's their temperament that defines who they are. And no matter how they've been raised, they still have that temperament. And we have to, what it really is we have to allow the Spirit of God that's within us to help us become people that are compassionate. So if you have a temperament that leads you to narcissism, then you have to really let pray to that spirit and say, please help me, control me, don't help me get rid of these feelings, help me feel towards others and stuff like that. Just like those of us with other temperaments, I think there's like 4 of them. I mean, there's weaknesses in all those temperaments. And so we just have to allow the spirit to overcome our weaknesses and help us be better people. That's what it's all about. So just wanted to share camper stuff, and then I got off on that. I don't even know. Y'all have a blessed day and have a great week. And I hope you're finding joy with something, even if it's watching YouTube videos, learning stuff, whatever, going through stuff, getting rid of stuff, decluttering, cleaning something up, accomplishing something, helping others, whatever brings you joy. Reading, watching a comedy, watching whatever, Disney movie, documentary, whatever. I want you to find joy. So, y'all, until next time.